Manchester United 3, Bournemouth 0. 6 straight wins. Here we go, Emad. Here we go. Are we putting in a title race? Give us your thoughts, mate.
Yeah. We're not putting in a title challenge. We're winning the title.
That's what we're doing. As Borche says, 21's on its way, brother.
It's coming. Borche, when you watch this, bro, fire up that bus. We're jumping on board. We're going to drive that all the way to Manchester. We're going to do our Turkey parade. 21 is coming, mate. Watch this space. I'm telling you.
How good was it this morning, mate? I tell you, I've never felt so comfortable in a game. And I know I'm getting excited, but for me, and I know we say this a lot, and a lot of podcasts say it a lot. I say it a lot, but I won't go as far as saying it was our best performance because I was a little concerned with the starting lineup, who was in the back line and stuff like that. But yeah, at the end of the day, we got the job done. We did have an injury to Donny, which I thought favoured us a little bit. And mate, 3 points. The goals were bloody epic. The goals were that good. They were that good at team goals. Set piece again, another goal off a set piece. And Casemiro, holy shit, man, that guy is possessed.
Yeah, he's playing like a man possessed. Like you said before, the lineup had us all a bit concerned. It was a starting 11 that I don't think we've really seen before. You know, we had obviously Martial, Rashford up the top. You know, Bruno dropped into that right wide position. Then you had Donny, Christian Eriksen, and Casemiro in the middle. And then everyone's calling it the Ollie back four. You know what I mean? It was the back four that we saw under Ollie's reign for so long in Shaw, Lindelof, Maguire, and Aaron Wan-Bissaka, who, you know what? He's put in a couple of good shifts back to back, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, and he's deserved his spot in the lineup. And obviously under Ten Hag, who we all thought didn't favour him and didn't like him. You know, we probably saw him; he was out of the club, you know, in the next transfer window or whatever. But then the last couple of games, including this morning, he's been right up there with one of the best on the pitch. Luke Shaw, how good's Luke Shaw going? I know you're in love with the bloke at the moment, mate.
You know what? I love players that prove me wrong, eh? I love it. And mate, that guy, the weight he's dropped, and I've seen him drop weight before, but this time he's again, I'll use the name possessed. It's like he's creating, he's running through the line, he's getting through the line, he's setting up plays, he's directing play. It's crazy.
I like players that when they take to the pitch that they're playing for something. They've got something to play for. They've got something to lose. You know what I mean? There's been for too long we've had players get on that pitch at Old Trafford and they play like they've got nothing to lose and they just, you know, they dawdle around and they just, you know, they're there to make up the numbers and they're just going through the motions. We've had a few players like that and it's been frustrating for all of us because not only have we seen the club that we love become unsuccessful, these players are taking the piss, big money, and just taking the piss out of us. So to see this squad that Ten Hag, I'm not going to say that Ten Hag has built because, you know, he's only got a handful of players that he wanted, that he brought over with him. But a squad that he's put together in terms of what he's put together with their mentality, with the way they look after themselves now, obviously their training has improved. Look, they're properly coached and their man management, Ten Hag has been flawless in his man management from day one. Yeah. And he continues to do so now. Well, you know, everyone's saying, sorry, everyone's saying this was the Ollie back four. It was the Ollie back four. Look, I still wasn't a fan of Maguire's performance today. He was the only one that made me feel uneasy. And I'm not here to hate on him and bash on him, but he was the only one that made me feel uneasy amongst the whole starting 11. So everyone else, mate, flawless performance. I thought it was great all around from everyone. Even Donny. Donny only played 40 minutes, but he put in a good 40 minutes. I actually feel sorry for the kid.
Yeah, right. For Donny. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I just got a message from the bride.
You're right. I feel sorry for him.
Yeah. I'm the same with Donny.
He's been given a chance.
Yeah.
He's been given the chance, and he was taking that chance. He was playing well,
Yeah.
and he got injured. So hopefully he gets a speedy recovery.
Yeah, well, I mean, I didn't hear the effects of the injury, but it didn't look good, did it? The knee
No, it sounds
hyperextended,
like a knee injury.
yeah, hyperextended really bad. So
Yeah.
best of luck to him. What do you think about this by Eric Ten Hag? Is he playing the game down a bit? He said today it was not our best game. We have to be honest. We didn't play that smart as a team. We made great goals, but at times we were quite lucky. And some great saves from David De Gea. We could have been smarter as a team. Do you think he's playing that down, or did you see it that way too?
Oh, it's not that I see it that way, because here we are saying, it's probably one of the best performances of the season. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's probably right up there next to that Tottenham game where we
Yeah.
beat them 2-0. But I wouldn't say he's playing it down either. He's probably, look, we've seen from Ten Hag, his now famous quote, "Good isn't good enough."
Yeah.
So maybe from what he expects a lot more from the team. There were periods of the game, especially in that first 10, 15 minutes, we looked too lethargic. It was quite slow. The build-up of play was quite slow. Nothing was really sticking. And then obviously we got the goals. And if you fast forward to, a good chunk of that second half, Bournemouth were right back in that game.
Yeah.
If they could finish their chances, if it wasn't for David De Gea pulling off some worldies on their day or any other day, we could have been staring down the barrel of a 2-1 or a 2-2.
Yeah, definitely.
So
just ignore that what I just sent there, because that could be the
Yeah.
title of our pod.
Yeah, so look, I wouldn't say he's playing it down. I think we can all see the bloke's a perfectionist, and he demands perfection from his team. And I'm not saying that he is going to get perfection, but if you get close to it, man, it's going to be pretty bloody good for us.
Oh, mate, it's just good to be excited, isn't it? Really, and the funny thing about it is, and I keep harping on about it, is these Liverpool. Look, I've got a lot of Liverpool mates, and mate, they're tearing up big time
Stop
at the
calling
moment.
them mates, please, bro.
They are
Please.
tearing up. I'm enjoying it, mate. I'm enjoying it because they're all now saying what we said all the time. They're not blending players. They're now they're just buying anyone. They're not doing, and here's them putting shit on us, and your club's been doing exactly the same. And what they forget is when they did win the Premier League, they failed to back it up big time. And they've done that 2 or 3 seasons now. So get that one up.
Oh, they're the worst. Look, I'm not going to harp on about Liverpool too much. I'm going to just say 2 things.
Yeah.
Stop calling them mates, because they're not your mates. Right? Stop referring to Liverpool supporters. They're not mates. They're just people,
Yeah.
Right? And the second thing, Liverpool are up there with the worst defenders of a Premier League title, just like other clubs before them. Right? Blackburn, obviously, they couldn't defend their title. Leicester went on that miracle run. They were never going to defend their title. But they're probably the worst defenders of the title ever, Liverpool. So they're one-hit wonders.
Yeah.
Like,
anyway,
keep the fucking,
I'm going to give you something about Marcus Rashford. So Marcus Rashford has scored now 6 straight games played at Old Trafford. How good's that?
His seventh goal in the league this morning. I think that's he might be up there. I think it's like 13 or 14 goals in all competitions.
You know what? I'll tell you now. 12 months ago, Bruno wouldn't have passed that. Probably I'll give it 6 months ago, he wouldn't have passed that. And that's what wins your titles, that kind of stuff. And I've always said it. You make the extra pass to create a goal, you will always win games. And I think we did that.
That was my favourite goal of the morning, that Rashford one.
Yeah. No, it was good.
I don't know who played the ball over the top, though, to Bruno.
That was Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw did.
Oh, man of the match performance anyway.
It was great, wasn't it?
Even Luke Shaw's goal was great.
Yeah.
He made a run from inside his own half, and to follow that all the way through to the 18-yard box and then finish. Why not, man? Right.
It used to be a thing.
Right foot. Beautiful.
It used to be a thing that Fergie used to say: the more people you can get in the box, the more chances of scoring a goal you have. And Now, I remember Rio Ferdinand and all those boys, and every time our backs, even Gary Neville or Patrice Evra, the boys on the back, they used to just follow, keep going, and there used to be someone to back them up, and it used to happen all the time. And man,
Yeah.
I know, look, I'm excited about this morning's game, but you just see little bits and pieces that we have been missing for a few years now, where you see players like Luke Shaw not getting through the line, or he'll make the pass and then he will stop, or even I think we used to harp on about Juan Mata. He was the one that used to make the pass and move. Today, everyone makes a pass and moves. It's excellent to watch.
And look, the system that he's got him playing, the philosophy that he's got him playing, it's great to watch. It's not this Louis van Gaal ball. It's not Jose Mourinho ball. We used to get the wins, but we used to be bored to death. We used to be bored of our team winning this way.
Yeah.
We used to hate watching it. I used to hate watching that kind of football. It was so boring. This style of football that they're playing, man, look, it may not be that heavy metal rock and roll that Jurgen Klopp does over at Liverpool or Pep, but this is our heavy metal football. This is our pressing.
I like it,
You know
man.
what I mean?
I like it.
I'm liking. Look, you know what? For a bloke who I've given shit to for the last 2 seasons, Bruno Fernandes, I'm starting to like him again. He's not running around like a headless chook. He's not pressing on his own, just being that busy idiot that he's been for the last 2 years, because for whatever reason, he just decided to play that way. I'm starting to see the Bruno that we signed. I'm starting to like the Bruno that I see now. If he just maybe calms down on the whinging a little bit, that might help his game a bit more.
Well, he played his 150th game today, which I was shocked.
You know what?
It was
and
that many.
Well.
Yeah.
He played well today. They all played well. How, like you said it before, the man possessed Casemiro, man.
Oh, mate.
How good was Casemiro?
He's a leader out there, isn't he? You see him directing things around. You can see him throwing his hands around a bit and stuff like that. And even he's getting excited. De Gea made a few saves today, and he was even saying to De Gea, you shouldn't have been able to save that, but you made the save. And yeah, he's getting like that excited for our players. It's so positive with Casemiro too. Like, you see a smile on his face. You see a lot of them smiling and enjoying. Look, it's easy to say that because they're winning, but it really is that it is impressive football. It is. It really is.
It's not just impressive when we're on the ball, even in defence. Like, I know this morning there were some moments where it looked like we could have conceded had it not been, as I said before, like for De Gea or for their poor finishing. But remember when we used to concede goals and you just knew that, oh, well, that's it, the game's done. We're not gonna fight back. We're not gonna score from here. Even though we didn't go down or we didn't concede a goal today, you could just tell, man, this team can push for a goal. Earlier this season, we were getting these 1-0 results, 2-1 results. These 1-0 ones, or the two when we're leading 2-0 and we were backing off them, and we started to sit back a bit and just absorb pressure, it caused a lot of stress for all of us because it's not what we want to see. Today we saw, no matter what the scoreline was, that we were still going to go at them and try to get that third, fourth, fifth, however many goals they were going to score. They were still going for more goals, and that's what we want to see. We want to put teams to the sword, and we want to get our goal difference back up as well, because with the results all the other results this morning, mate, we're right back in the mix.
Oh, we are in the mix, mate. I tell you, we are in the mix.
35 points level with Newcastle. We're a point behind City, who we play, I think, next week.
Yeah.
And then we've got Arsenal after that. And then Arsenal are only 9 points ahead of us. We win if we win those next 2 games, which will be a big 2 games, we're only 3 points behind Arsenal.
Look,
all of a sudden,
do you think going into this game against City, we're favourites? Because they haven't been the best. They haven't been best, have they? Or are they still favourites?
No, they'd still be favourites.
Yeah.
Okay. And then no matter what the bookies say, even if the bookies want to try and shorten the odds on us, I still wouldn't call us favourites yet. It's going to be a big test. It really is going to be a big test. These great results that we've had, with no disrespect to the other teams, they haven't been. It's not City. You know, we've beaten Arsenal already this season at home. Now, albeit Arsenal were probably the better side that day, but we still walked away with the win.
Yeah. Well,
This is a big test.
City, I think have got Chelsea and Tottenham, and I think
Yeah.
Arsenal got a. I think they may have Spurs as well. So
Arsenal have Spurs.
yeah, so and not like
Yeah.
they didn't look real. Okay, they had a lot of possession this morning. Arsenal, I had their game going so I could see the result and as the game was going on. But to Newcastle's credit, they did hold them out very well. So
Yeah, they did.
yeah,
Look, like I said, it's going to be a big test, this one against you. Don't forget, they slapped us earlier this season, yeah?
oh yeah, mate, yeah, it's going to be a nervous
So
game.
hopefully there's still a bit of fire in the belly, still a bit of hurt from that result, that embarrassment. You know, they're going to come to Old Trafford now. Old Trafford is it's starting to turn into a fortress like it used
Yeah.
to. I think we've conceded less goals at home compared to the rest of the league. We're top of that list. We haven't conceded as many goals at home like the other teams. Our unbeaten run at home now is starting to grow week by week. Like I said, it's a big test. If we come away with 3 points, I'll even take a point at this stage.
Oh,
because
of course I'd take a point against City. Yeah, 1000%.
Take a point at City, take a point from City, take 3 from Arsenal, and like I said, we're still in the mix. We're right up there
Yeah.
again.
I was a little concerned about Martial today. Martial thought it was a little quiet, even though he's still getting into good positions and stuff like that. I just thought he was a little quiet, mate. I tell you what, if he scored that header, which he got in between the two players, mate, I reckon that would have set him up for the next 3 weeks. But unfortunately, missed that header, and
I think the lack of service. I don't think he got much service today other than that header, man. To be honest,
yeah,
his link up play, and he's holding the ball up, you know, with his back to goal. He's really good at that. He's so good at linking the play with him and Marcus Rashford.
yeah, no, it's great to watch.
I'm not going to say too much about knock him too much about his
No,
performance.
definitely
I just
not.
thought there was a lack of service, I think, and I just hope his confidence stays where it is. And we all know Martial, he's a confidence player.
Yeah.
1 or 2 goals, and he's smiling again, and he becomes a lethal striker again. But then he goes a few weeks without scoring, and I don't want to see the sulky Martial that we have seen before.
No, I like to see the Martial that smiles, because it's a bit like you. I get excited when you smile. So, or maybe a bit more like Tom Simpson. Tom Simpson, he plays the straight one, but when he laughs, it's quite nice.
And that's rare to get a laugh at him.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So, the other one I want to touch on our boy Garnacho. I want to touch on him. So, Garnacho, if you're watching this, I'm going to be over there in a few weeks' time with young Emad's flag. So I expect a signature on it when I get over there too. So I was well impressed with Garnacho this morning. He came on, and he's not afraid, is he? He's not afraid. Yeah. He just attacks. He was unlucky with that shot, like just dropped the shoulder and went to the far post, and it just clipped the post and went wide. And you can see the hunger in him, and even the cutback for he was a cutback to score the goal was for Casemiro's, Rashford's goal. Sorry,
no,
yeah,
Luke
Shaw's goal. Was it Luke Shaw? Okay,
yeah, Bruno cut back for Rashford, Garnacho cut back for Shaw.
Okay, yeah, mate. It's just, and on the right hand side too. So he's learning both sides, which is fantastic. So no, he is a boy, a kid to just enjoy watching at the moment. It's so good to watch. I get excited every time he's on.
He is good to watch, and the great thing about him is that even though he's, like they've got him down as a right-footed player, he plays with both feet equally as well. And because he's a kid, you spoke about it, he plays like he has no fear. What does he have to fear? He's just a kid. He's going to go out there and do what he loves. You know what I mean? He's doing what he loves. He's still he still hasn't got caught up in all that, stardom. Like his star is still on the rise. So obviously he's getting more popular week by week. And as long as he continues to keep his feet on the ground and his head level, you know what I mean? we're going to see great things from this kid. And obviously, we're big fans of him. We've been following him since the Youth Cup days. He probably won't sign my flex.
Oh, mate.
I probably scared the shit out of him with it in Melbourne. I was trying to hunt him down everywhere I went. Alejandro. Yeah,
no, it's on. It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
You know, we are big fans of him. Hopefully, he can continue, and hopefully, he can stay at United for a long time, because it's been a while since we had, well, probably since Marcus Rashford, have we had a player come through the academy and, you know, put a smile on our faces the way he's doing at the moment.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's great to see. And, a good thing about it too, when we subbed Wan-Bissaka came on, was on, had a good game. And then Diego Dalot took it to another level, got a couple of shots away, and just a man that's playing that confident. Yeah, and I saw a couple of stats like that. They gave him a 6 out of 10. But when he came on, he was that good. He came on, cut back in, couple of shots away. He was knocking around. He was that excited to get on the pitch. It was just beautiful.
Look, we are starting to see, even though, like I said, it's only been a handful of players that Ten Hag has brought in, and it's pretty much a squad that he's inherited. The depth in our squad, the quality and the depth in our squad is starting to improve. So now we can look to the bench and say, oh, okay, we can bring Dalot on, we can bring Wan-Bissaka on, and he's going to do a job. We can bring on, look, we had our probably third and fourth choice centre-backs today start the game, and then we can look to the bench and bring on our World Cup winning centre-back in Martinez.
Yeah.
Who got a great reception, by the way, from the Old Trafford.
Wasn't that good? Wasn't that great?
Yeah, from the Old Trafford fans, got to show off his medal. All the boys were smiling and having a laugh. Even the flag, the Argentina flag with the butcher's knife on it. It was brilliant. It was so good, man. Look,
excellent to watch.
Man, I swear, we said this last week on the podcast, we're born in the wrong country. Like, we should be living over there. I'm starting to get jealous that you're going to be flying over there soon as well.
Yeah.
I wish I was there. Should ask my wife, let me go.
I know it's a tough one. It is tough, but we've got to try and make the most of it as supporters down under, and that's why we try and talk United every day. So yeah. The other thing I was thinking of actually while we're just talking is this lineup that we've just put, the starting lineup. I think that's probably going to be the lineup that will start against Everton in the FA Cup as well. So Eric Ten Hag, I think he had that in his head as well. So
I reckon there might be a couple of changes. I can see maybe Elanga starting over, I don't know, Rashford. Maybe Garnacho starts. I don't know who he's going to play up front if Martial's injured. Maybe Rashford goes up front, Elanga goes out wide.
Well, Martial, are you saying Martial got injured as well?
Yes, that's why when he come off after that header, he walked straight up the tunnel.
Oh, I did see that.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure what happened.
It might have been a head knock or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But from what Ten Hag said post game, it was like just something minor, nothing to worry about too much.
Maybe a bit of concussion or something.
I doubt it, but
yeah,
I don't know. Soft generation,
Yeah, snowflake. Snowflake. Anyway,
I'm dying over here.
I know. Let's wrap up the pod there. It was an exciting game. It was good to get Emad on finally, which is good. We do these things on the spare of the moment, and mate, it was great to have a chat with you. So I'll talk to you later. See you later.
Thanks, Adam. Love you, mate.
Talk to you soon, buddy. See ya.
See you, bro.